What's going on, YouTube? Thank you so much for joining me today. As always, we start off with a great big thank you to all of our men and women in all branches of service. Thank you so much for doing what you do so the rest of us are free to do what we do. Okay, so we're outside. You can see my truck's behind me. It is a 2015 4x4 Ram. It has the Ecodiesel in it. I've had it since the end of February last year. I have 32,000 miles on it. So we're going to walk around, tell you what I like, what I don't like, and if it's still any good after 32,000 miles. So let's flip the camera around and we'll take a look at it. Alright, so here we are, front of the truck. I was going to get it all cleaned up. It's filthy, it drives me crazy, but I bought a black truck and I live on a dirt road. And you know what? If it's dirty, then it's more real, I guess. You know, we can, it's used every day. Last week, the wife and I went to New Orleans. We live in Michigan, 1,100 miles down there. Drove around New Orleans for 3 days, and 1,100 miles back. Took the truck, ran great. So this is the Outdoorsman model. So it comes with 17-inch tires instead of the 20 inches that you get on the Bighorns and whatnot. It's more of an off-road type package. If you look at the door where it's supposed to say Ram 1500 on it, right on the back of the front fender there's supposed to be an Ecodiesel badge. I pulled all the badging off because I like the clean look. There's no badging, there's nothing chrome sticking out. We're gonna get around the basketball hoop, so there's nothing sticks out on it. I personally really like that look. Come around here to the back, I did the same thing. I pulled the badging off of the bottom of each corner. I had an Ecodiesel badge over here on the left side, and over on the right side I had a 4x4 badge. I pulled that off. The only badging on the truck is there's the Ram badge on the grill and the Ram badge on the tailgate there. You can see I've got my vaping saved my life sign covering the license plate because you guys don't need that information. Since we've got this right here, I am a vapor. Right now, currently, the FDA is trying to ban 99% of all vapor products. So support HR 2058. Support the Cole Bishop Amendment. Go to August8th.org. Fight for our vaping rights. Okay, so back to the truck. I don't have a cover on it yet because the cover that I want is a $900 cover. Back around to the other side. I think it's a really good looking truck even when it is filthy. Again, I live on a dirt road, so it is what it is. We're going to swing back around over here and we're going to see, alright, you can see my camper back there behind it. It is a hybrid. That bunk, that front folds down, there's a bunk there. The back folds down, there's a bunk there. That is a 3,000 pound camper, completely dry and empty. So if I'm carrying water with me, it holds 30 gallons plus the rest of my gear. I'm guessing it's somewhere around 3,800, 4,000 pounds after completely loaded. And this is a little V6 diesel. And this engine just pulls it fantastic. It pulls it way better than my GMC. I had a 13 GMC, basically same truck, just a GMC, with the 5.3 gas motor, and this tiny little diesel pulls that camper so much better, in my opinion. So we're gonna come over here and alright, well, you can see I didn't clean it up or nothing. We're just gonna be completely all natural, the way, I use it every day. This is my sweatshirt and vest from work. Okay, so I have that seat still folded down. and it folds up just the same as this other one, like that. And if we back up, you can see how this is a flat floor right here. This seat's folded up. Fold that down real quick. Okay. These are kind of nifty. Fold it up, fold those down, and then you've got your regular seat. There's also storage under them. There's my jumper cable. Same on the other side. There's another pouch. Snap that. Underneath the floor mat are these nifty little bins that, you know, you can keep a bunch of your stuff. This truck is laid out really nicely. There's lots of room in the back seat. Jump in real quick. You know, here I'm sitting regular, and I've still got lots of room between me and the seat in front of me. Obviously, this is my truck, so it's sitting the way I would drive it. You know, it's a back seat. There's not much more to see. All right, so here we are up here in the front seat. Got the key down. Oops, get my finger out of the way, Jay. Key down here on the dash instead of the column, because this is not a push button. There we go. We got all of the windows open, all of the fans off, and I'm not sure how this is going to show up on the audio, but you can barely hear that engine. You know, you don't really even notice that you're in a diesel until you step on it. Okay, well, it's a little warm out. We're gonna turn a little bit of air on. Okay, so, and then here's your gauges. You know, nice standard. If you've been in any of the trucks, they've got some gauges, and they've got an instrument cluster right there in this, or not in a screen in the center that you know has tons and tons of information that you can scroll through. That I'm not gonna go through all of that crap. This is really just more of a, you know, do I still like the truck after having it for 15 months, 32,426 miles. Originally I was gonna do a year review, but you know, February, it was still cold around here, and I never got to it. So here we are today. It's June. You know, everything's laid out really easy to use. Here's the, you know, the big 8-point whatever display for your radio and everything, media, you know, seat controls, all that shit. You can do it all right here. It's a fairly well-equipped truck. Okay, so let's see. I think we're going to go to right here to the steering wheel buttons. Okay, one of the issues that I have with this is that these 4 buttons right here for the cruise control, occasionally, not often, occasionally, I'll hit a button and nothing happens, and I'll hit it a couple more times, and then if I take and I kind of, you know, chop right there or kind of bump on it just a little bit, then it works fine. That's one issue that I've had with this truck. Let's see, right here, we're going to zoom into that real quick. You can see in mixed driving, I have a 26 mile per gallon average in a full-size 4-wheel drive crew cab pickup. That's pretty phenomenal. That's very phenomenal in my opinion. Let's see. Glove box on the top. Another one down below. Lots of storage. We're gonna swing down like this. This is the center console. There's my vape stuff. This is where I set my the one I'm using the most. Here's the little easy dripper that I use to drip on that. We're not talking about that though. All right, we're gonna flip the camera again. Okay, so we're gonna swing down and show you. Here's the armrest. You know, you got a top portion there where stuff you're gonna use all the time, and then a bottom portion with a great big opening to hold all kinds of stuff. One of the other complaints that I've got about this truck is this top one. You can actually see right here on, see these 4 pads? I actually need to put some new ones on there because this armrest rattles and it makes some noise and it's kind of annoying. And those pads have moved, so they're being annoying again. I'd probably take these off. It's let's see, I think that's about the only complaints I really have for this truck. It runs great, it drives great, it's got the coil suspension in the back, so it's a little smoother than the newer vehicles, or the other trucks. I think that, you know, trucks today, they've just come a really long way, so they just ride better. They ride a lot better. Here, we're gonna set it in the mount for right now. It makes it easier. This truck has done everything that I've ever asked it to do, and it just does it, and it does it really well. Part of the reason that I get a little bit better mileage is I have had a program put into this, Ecodiesel.com. I had it put in at 12,000 miles, so I've got 20,000 miles on that program, and I've had 0 issues. It does exactly what it's supposed to do. It gives me a little bit more power, but Green Diesel, their goal is mileage. And you know, right now I'm at 26. I've been in town because it's the weekend. When I commute back and forth from my home to work, it's a 30-35 minute drive, expressway. By the end of the week, I'll get that up over 27 again. That's an average, because I still drive around town during the week, but because I have more highway, it's that's why I'm getting that. Before I had that program put in, I was averaging 23.5 to 24. I believe this truck is supposed to average 22. Part of it's because of the way I drive. The sweet spot for this truck, the way this truck is set up, is 66 miles an hour. At 66 miles an hour on the expressway, I will easily see 30 to 35. That's what it will fluctuate between. The higher I raise my speed, the lower that window becomes where it fluctuates between. It might fluctuate between 28 and 32 instead of, you know, 30 to 35. Man, this truck, it totally does everything I want it to do. I would definitely buy it again. Actually, this is a lease because this is my very first diesel. I've never had diesel before, and I would totally do it again. It does everything so well, and you know, for me personally, the way I drive, I commute, so I needed something that would give me better gas mileage. My GMC, because of the way I drive, I was averaging like 20 out of that truck, where most people that I was talking to, forums and stuff like that, that truck, most people could never get any better than 17. So again, it's the way you drive. But the way I drive, summertime, I can get 26, 27 average mixed driving out of this truck. And that's fantastic. With being able to get that mileage, it'll still pull. That's why I parked here and I showed the camper behind me. You know, this truck is rated to pull 8,200 pounds, I think. You know, so 4,000 pounds, it's not even working. I still get 15 miles to the gallon pulling. My GMC, the exact same camper behind me, best it could do was 11. You know, so those are huge improvements. And as of this video, diesel has been cheaper than unleaded. So again, another bonus. Yes, I totally think this truck is worth the hype. After what, 15 months, 16 months, I still really like this truck. I'm no longer in the honeymoon period with it. you know, it does what I want it to do. And when it's clean, it looks good doing it. You know, I didn't clean it up because I thought that maybe that would help make it, you know, more real. This is really a daily driver. It's not some, you know, it's not something that gets babied and pampered. You know, I use it like a truck. Let's see, what else do I got? Oh, we're gonna flip the camera again. Okay, down here on this panel, you know, you see he's got the heated seats and heated steering wheel and stuff like that, but this is really what I wanted to show you. This is the integrated trailer brake. I have a camper that has trailer brakes on it, so I wanted something that had that integrated. I didn't want to have the you know, the ugly brake controller that they mount under the dash like I did on my other truck. Another thing, we're gonna leave it running. The other thing we're gonna step out is it has the hitch and everything. It has, oh, here we're gonna back up a little bit. It has the towing mirrors that just simply flip up, and I can see everything behind me. It works fantastic. Push it back down, that's what it looks like, you know, normal. Here we are outside of the truck, and again, I don't know how well this is going to pick up on the audio. It's not very loud. You don't hear nothing. And you come around and chicken over the. You come around to the other side, tailpipe. You don't hear much. These new diesels are that's running. See any black smoke? I don't. So there's my thoughts on it. I think that if you're in the market for a full-size four-wheel drive truck that will give you good gas mileage, will still pull, I think that this is a fantastic way to go. That's what I got, guys. Thanks so much for watching.